Hey Lakeside Peeps, Dr. Johnson, your library media specialist here. Today I'm going to show you how you can access thousands of audiobooks and ebooks that you can download right onto your smart device or your Chromebook. So we're going to go from the Lakeside Junior High website, and we'll come up underneath the Students tab here. We're going to click on where it says Library Services Center. Once you get on the Lakeside website, you're going to go across the top to where it says Student Resources. So I'll click on that one, and then you'll see up on the top right here where it says Sora, it's got that schmoop character there. So we'll click on that. This is going to take us out to that access point. So as you can see in the middle of the screen below the clouds, there's this thing that says sign in using your Springdale Public Schools email. So I'll click on that. Then I'll click on my email address there. And this will take me out to the website for Sora where we can find all those audiobooks and ebooks that you can download. And then I'm going to go explore. And this is one of the two collections that you have access to. Right now we're in the Springdale Public Schools collection. And as you can see over here, as I mentioned, there's more than 200 ebooks and also audiobooks. And I'll also divide them up by different subjects. You can see there's a few dozen books in all of these different categories. You might look at that and say, yeah, that's nice. It looks like there's a few hundred books there. And you may find what you're looking for in the Springdale Public Schools collection. But if you click up on the three dots up in the top right-hand corner of your screen, you'll want to go to where it says Arkansas Library to Go. Now, the first time you get on, you're going to need to go and click Add a Library. But since I've already done this, I'm going to click on Arkansas Library to Go. And this is going to take me right out to the Springdale Public Library. If I was doing this the first time, you click Add a Library, and then you click Springdale Public Library. And on this page, you'll notice this shows us a whole big list of popular subjects, but the number of books and audiobooks that are available to you are much larger. You see most of them are in the thousands here. So the way this works is I might click on Young Adult Fiction. And right now it's showing me 2,351 ebooks and 838 audiobooks. They're in this section, then they're divided up by fantasy and romance and some other categories. You may have noticed that I didn't have to use a library card number. As a Springdale student, you have access to all of these resources that you can put right onto your Chromebook or your phone. So I'm going to look through the collection here. You may have noticed that some titles have this headphone on there. If it has that headphone symbol, like Midnight Sun here, that means it's an audiobook. It's one you can listen to. But the other ones where there is no headphone symbol on the book cover, those are ebooks or electronic books. So here's one called The Compound that looks pretty interesting. So you have some different options here. You could add it to a list, like if you liked a certain genre of books and you wanted to make a big list of them. You could also read a sample just to kind of try out the book, read a few pages, or you can also borrow it. And one thing I really like about this too is you notice what it tells me at the bottom. It says it's number 1 in the series. That means it's the first book in the series. You can see next door there's also another book called The Fallout, which is the second book in that same series. So I'm pretty interested in this one. So I'm going to click on the book, and then it'll tell me a little bit about the book in a few sentences. It'll also tell me the Lexile score, and it'll also tell me a little bit about the categories or the genres it belongs in. Like this is a thriller, and it's young adult fiction. It also tells me this is the first book in the series out of 2. And it also gives me a little list of some other books that are a lot like The Compound. If I like this book, I might very well like those as well. And it'll show me the cover of the book here. And if I want to start reading right on my Chromebook here, I'll just click on the book. And there's a couple things you can do with the text. You notice that my text right now, I've got white text and a black background. You can come over and you can change your reading settings. And if you want to lighten it up, you can. You can also go with a 2-page view, or if I click on this button, it'll make a 1-page view. You can also leave a bookmark for how far you get. And I can click close. Now it also will build a bookshelf for you, so I'll show you what my bookshelf looks like. You can see that's the one that I just downloaded called The Compound. Also got one called The Remedy, and it'll tell me about how far I am in the book. Like I'm not too far in the remedy so far. I'm also reading X over here, and you can see that I'm 81%. I'm almost done with that one. And I've got another one here called Anne Frank that I've only read 17% of. But that's a little bit about how you can access Sora to get ebooks and audiobooks delivered right out to your Chromebook or to your smart device. Happy reading.